I'm Gabrielle Shirley here with Scott Reynolds from PewterReport.com. Scott, let's begin today talking about JPP.
Yeah.
He has been pretty stellar on the defensive side of the ball. 9.5 sacks. Talk to me about his performance.
Well, when you look at this Tampa Bay Buccaneer team, 3-7, not much to be excited about going down the stretch, except for the possibility some of these guys could end up being in the Pro Bowl. JPP has been the best player on defense, the most consistent player that they've had all year. 9.5 sacks, he's on the verge of doing something no defensive player has done since Simeon Rice in 2005, which is get double-digit sacks. It's crazy, right? But he's right there at 9.5. A couple players have been close. Gerald McCoy's had a 9.5 sack season before. Michael Bennett had a 9 sack season before. So they've come close with exercising the curse of Simeon Rice, and this is the year they're going to do it. JPP needs half a sack to get there. I think it happens Sunday at Ray J, but he's got 6 more games to do so.
Now, put that into perspective for us. How tough of a feat is that to get double-digit sacks?
Well, it's tougher for the Buccaneers this year, Gabby. That's a good question because they've been trailing in so many of these games that where you want to rush the passer and get after the quarterback is when you have a lead, because that forces the other teams in the fourth quarter to throw the ball, just like the Buccaneers have been forced to do that. And so that just means more opportunities for guys to get home and get sacks. And so it's been difficult for players like Gerald McCoy and Carl Nassib and JPP to get those sacks because the Buccaneers are the ones having to come back from behind, and they're facing teams that are trying to run out the clock in the fourth quarter. So a lot of those sacks are coming earlier in the game, but they're coming, and that's the good news.
Now, this game coming up on Sunday, the 49ers, they're coming into town. Give me your thoughts on this game. A winnable game?
It is a winnable game, and I do like the fact that the Buccaneers are playing much better defensively at home. They're allowing about 17 more points per game on the road. That's kind of crazy. But at home, it's 17 points less. So if this can be one of those games where the Buccaneers can match that high potent offense, that 35 points per game offense, with a better showing on defense that keeps teams at 20 points or under, then they win, and they win easy. It's just that you take a great defensive performance like they had the last time they were at Ray J against the Redskins, holding the Redskins to 16 points, but the offense only puts out 3. So they've got to play complementary football. They need to get some takeaways on defense, but more importantly, they have to have the offense and the defense both play at a high level to make that happen. I think the big thing is getting pressure on Nick Mullins, the quarterback, who's done a pretty good job. And the interesting thing is Todd Monken was his college coach at Southern Miss, so there is some familiarity there. But stopping Kittle, the tight end, is going to be a problem just because the Buccaneer linebacking core has been so decimated. Without Levante David and Quan Alexander, this Bucs defense is just, it's awful. And so I think that while it's a winnable game, I wouldn't be surprised if the 49ers win, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Buccaneers don't win another game this entire year.